Illusion City Genei Toshi. We had just contacted the guys from the base that would lead us into the Haitao HQ. We're gonna find the next boss. We have defeated 2 out of 8 bosses. I think potentially there is 9 bosses. I did mention that maybe Spatula City. Why Spatula? Oh, more Megami Tensei music. We're getting spoiled over here. The bass line. We could just stay here listening to this. I don't know about you guys, I'm a sucker for this kind of music. It's a fake commercial from the Weird Al Yankovic movie UHF. Oh, interesting. Weird Al Yankovic, I know of him. I've seen a few things from him back in the day. No one down here knows anything about him or has ever heard of him. It's a very Anglosphere kind of thing. I'll drop it on Discord. Alright. Thank you. Take a look at it later. But Illusion City, we contacted the guys that ask you a weird question in French, and we answer something about Monsieur Breton. Going back there, you're taking the passage. I didn't want to do that yesterday because I feel like that's gonna be like a long segment. And I think I want to do a little bit of farming if I can. Because I think we need to get a bit stronger and get better gear, maybe. It's kind of a guess, but we'll take a look. But yeah, where is my game? It's over here. Where is the capture? It's over here. There we go. Yeah, Saikon District. Ah, yes, I remember. We have to find the Dong. We have to find the Dong. The Donger. We have to see the sex scene involving the Dong. Every other boss has had a sex scene. It would be very inappropriate for them to not have one specifically for the Dong. Right? That would be disappointing. Excuse me? Oh, do I have to talk to the guy again? I thought he was just gonna be gone. What, the Black Panther from the Shulu Gardens is dead? It's a lie! Must be a lie! Yeah, kid, run along, I killed it. It was a dude, actually. Yeah, you have to answer the question again. Right, so from here, I'm pretty sure you just go here. And I don't know if the passage... You had to ask it for it to open again. You're the cash I heard about. I would like to challenge you one day. Wait, it's closed. Old man, it's closed. Bloated tissues will sometimes cause hardening of the arteries. If that's the case, this is where you need to be skillfully... Where you need to skillfully prod. The thing is closed. Yo, my name is Mortimer. Nice to meet you. Yo, the thing is closed! Oh, you just touch it. It's like a door now. That looks like an old EMC Matador. Alright. New music! Wait. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's the VR. We have better weapons now, and better equipment in general. Got a speed suit or something. Informer's combat turn. Right, so let me open the manual over here. Actually, should have done that before the stream, but I was kind of in a hurry today. Let me just make sure it's open in case I need to show it on screen. Probably won't, but yeah, according to the, looking at the menu here to try and remember, we got rapid armor. Right. So Tianran, we had upgraded him. No, he's the one that we didn't upgrade. He's still using a handgun. But he has healing. Mei Hong, we had upgraded her to a actual rifle, a shotgun, which is in this game is considered a rifle. He missed, and Cash was upgraded to flame gun. We can do AoE, but good god, it drains your ammo, so I'm gonna go for a single shot. It should do like over 100 damage, right? 121! Look at the animation. Numbing kiss. I think it's a bit disturbing. I'm gonna attack the other guy because that's a lot of damage. Staring at with freezing eyes, numbing kiss, and they keep missing the effects. Okay, Tiran gun. So it has like between 140 and 160 health points. Oh, she's holding the shot. I just realized the sprites are different because they're holding different weapons now. She's holding a shotgun, the guy's holding a flame gun. The game is so good. They have fucking paper dolling for the guns. And she clocks the shotgun. 9 damage. Oh, she needs to build up her skill, I guess. But maybe we farm a little bit. And I can head back later. Oh, those arrows, we were told to follow them. To find a way. A woman with a shotgun, very progressive, very ahead of its time. Yeah, solo there, thank you, too. Yeah, you guys know that I like happy cakes because I like women with guns. Incantations, all the things to stop spell casting. So my hong is sealed. First you're hearing of this lore. I mean, Happy Cake's relationship with guns is very well known on this channel. And I like Happy Cakes, and I guess that's part of it. There you go. I mean, I like all of you guys. It's a waste for him to use that ammo on a guy that doesn't need that much damage to die. No! I thought it was Tianran attacking. What a waste. I'm following the right wall. If I want to go back, I follow the left wall back. I just don't like the fact that only Cash does damage, everyone else is just... Why is Cash... Only I just realized. Cash was level 15, he got augmented, and now he's level 30. I think Cash is going to break down when the sisters join our party to replace him. Right, it makes sense. Small Saga indie JRPG on Steam about a rat on a quest for revenge against the gods or humans. Wait, that sounds amazing. I have it on my wishlist, so I have heard of it. Oh, it's so fucking charming! I mean, I obviously saw this before if it is on my wishlist. Holy shit, it's so charming looking. Yes, I have apparently heard of it, I just didn't recall. It's like that kind of like detailed small pixel art. Like when I say small, I mean small pixels. So it has a lot of them, which wouldn't work on like an old system, of course. I really like that kind of look. Because that kind of look means, look, we're doing pixel art and not because we're lazy. Because if you do a game with pixel art, but it's very blocky, it's like low res, quote unquote, you are kind of saving on work. But if you do pixel art, but it's like small pixels, then you're giving yourself more work than if you went not pixel art. I'm pretty sure I had an artist explain that to me once. So I really appreciate that game for that. Main character wields a pocket knife, also known as a god killer weapon. Amazing. that kind of shit is just like really good. Like, it's very good for, it's very clever artisanal world building. I thought there might be like a fantasy wall there. I'll check for fantasy walls along this wall. I'm holding down and it's going right, so if there's a fantasy wall, I'll go into it. Okay, there isn't. I saw an Attack on Titan style animation of a group of mosquitoes trying to run from a guy. It was very well made. I think the upgrades are helping with the damage we're taking. We aren't taking a lot. I assume her damage with the shotgun is low because, well, the shotgun is in general very weak, but she's also lower level than, say, Tianran, and she doesn't have a lot of skill with rifles because she hasn't. A shotgun is like the weakest rifle. So by using the shotgun, we're increasing her skill. And so the problem should solve itself eventually. You heard the artist's inspiration for the Titans in Attack on Titan were drunks entering the convenience store in which they worked. Oh man, now that feels accurate. It's funny because I'm not into anime in general. Like, I don't know, but maybe I haven't watched enough. But there are some that I really fucking like. And I introduced a friend of mine that had never watched anime before and thought it was all dumb. I introduced them to Attack on Titan and they were hooked. And it was funny because one of the guys on the intro really looks very closely like one of our friends. And I was like, look at that Titan, doesn't he look like so-and-so? He couldn't stop laughing, Jesus Christ, it's exactly like him. And that's supposed, that should be offensive, right? But that's a spitting image. Wait, the arrows are doing this, is this like, no. Okay, I'm following the left wall now. I haven't watched the last... I've heard people really disliked it. I haven't watched the last season of Attack on Titan. But the reason I didn't watch it was not because people said it was bad, because I don't really care about others' opinions. I'm willing to get my own opinion on things. The reason I didn't watch it was because the second to last season on Attack on Titan answers all my questions. I feel like the last season is just like, okay, now we need to find a resolution to everything we have built up. One of these days I'll watch it, but like, that's less relevant. They answered all my questions, I'm satisfied. Really got into the first season, next took too long to come out that you stopped caring. That almost kind of happened to me. Yeah, I think it has like 4 seasons. The first one is amazing, the second one is a little bit of just dragging on. The third one does answer everything. And then I assume the fourth one is just resolving, like it's just resolution. But I was satisfied with the third. But when I described it to this friend of mine... Oh, he fell asleep. I think that's fine. Because he attacked both. I just have to clean them out. When I was trying to convince this friend of mine to watch it, I described it as, it's like, you know, those zombie stories everyone is doing like movies and games and series out of. It's kind of like a zombie thing, but it's different. It's an original kind of zombie. And that's not accurate, but it does remind me of at first it reminded me a lot of just zombie apocalypse kind of stuff. Just done in a more original way. Well, I'm not running. Oh, there is a guy there. I'm not running from these fights. I do want to farm. Oh, 3 guys. If they all fall asleep, will I just die? That sounds like less than ideal. Because I didn't wake up before. That one reduces agility. I think it's still alive, and it's a waste to use the flame gun on it. They do attack a lot, holy crap. Okay, you should be able to clean this out. Wait. No? Okay, I guess I'll waste ammo. That makes sense. The first season immediately jumps into the conflict, much like The Walking Dead, which our anime-hating friend was really into and ended up really liking Attack on Titan. The Walking Dead, and I really don't want to sound like a dumb gatekeeper or anything. Cash is asleep, so it's just Mei Hong. If she falls asleep, do I just die? I'm worried. The thing about The Walking Dead is that I was reading the comics, I was really liking and enjoying the comics. Comics are fun. And then the series came out, and the first episode was like, okay, this is amazing, this is exactly like the comics. Oh, they do wake up, okay. Starting on the second episode, they started to divert too much from the comics, and it really turned me off the series. I think I finished the first season, just to see, you know, maybe it's different but still good. At the end I was like, fuck this. I would have enjoyed it more if I hadn't read the comics before. Which is funny in a sense that or maybe because it's a series and it's a very long running thing. Same as the comic books in a way. But I remember reading through Scott Pilgrim and enjoying it, and then the movie came out and the movie was like, it didn't, the final chapter on the comics hadn't come out, so they invented the ending and it was different from the comics. And I still waited to watch the movie after I finished with the comics. I enjoyed the movie. I know it was different and that felt a bit disappointing, but the fun was the movie was still fun to watch. Is it too passé to have enjoyed that movie? I feel like it's too dumb to admit to that, but I did enjoy it. Very long running. Even Daryl has his own spin-off. I am aware. I do feel like The Walking Dead kind of became a little bit too big as an IP for its own good. But I did really enjoy the comics while I was still reading it. You're missing? Jesus. Okay, everyone is asleep, so only 8 attacks. We get to watch them die. Okay, Cash woke up. Okay, thing is dead. There you go. All the damage. Level up. I should probably heal up. Yeah, and then we're gonna have 2 spellcasters. The sisters will be a spellcaster. Oh, we have a big heal now. Which Cash kind of needs. Interesting. So Mayhome gets a small heal. This is for... It's double the mana, but double the healing exactly. 137. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a wash. It's double-double. It doesn't make any difference. It's... I mean, more reasonable during the battle. Because it takes less turns. But it's not like if you heal 4 more, it's more mana efficient. Which is a thing I like when games do. Loot! Heavy machine gun. Let me look. Heavy machine gun is a heavy weapon that uses large caliber bullets, which I have none, and it can only do rapid fire, so it takes a lot of ammo. It might still be like better damage than this. It is, but we don't have ammo for it. I'm pretty sure, let me confirm. And it's only area damage. Items, I can do reorder. Yeah, we don't have its ammo. But we're farming both experience and money, so I can buy more upgrades. I did wish they dropped these enemies could drop items, so you didn't have to rely on buying items, because it's not always trivial to know which item is better. When you already have it on your inventory, it's easy to switch around and see how it changes. 182 damage, holy crap. Probably critical. Criticals are not double damage, they are 50% bonus damage. Right, don't waste your ammo. Don't waste your ammo. Let her clean him out with the shotgun. If she stops missing, of course. Oh, you're awake. Good. Handgun at this guy. Do we need to heal anyone? Not really, no. Right. I don't know why I was a bit like, what am I doing in the game again? I kind of... my mind got distracted. I like how it has like that animation in the back with the sewers thing, because that's very costly for the MSX to do. It's so wasteful, I love it. I do need to get better weapons for both of these guys. You did already attack that thing, I'm pretty sure. Well, he fell asleep, so if he didn't, I'll pay for it with my time. Yeah, no, I had. I'm getting a $250 on every attack, which is not bad. On every combat that I win. I really love that little animation of her cocking the shotgun. 225! So there is a double critical that can happen, apparently. That's new. I don't think I've noticed that before. And he fell asleep before he could attack this guy on the left. It's gonna take longer now. I really need better guns for the two other guys. Well, Mei Hong is increasing her rifle skills, right? Mei Hong. Yeah, rifle. It's still weird that the game considers a shotgun to be a rifle. It's not an assault shotgun or anything that could maybe qualify, I don't know. I know maybe shotguns are considered rifles somewhere, I'm just being ignorant. I'm not too well versed on guns. I still think that there is nothing wrong with the magazine being called a clip, or the other way around, whichever one angers gun people the most. know one of those people are like, it's not called a magazine, it's called a clip, or it's the other way around. Or cartridge, I don't even know. Checking for loot on these passages, because later I will want to go back. I have to remember. Oh, Cash is asleep, good lord. By the way, for today, we're back to Tiny Soda. But I think I need to get a hold of the tiny bottles. I think they're more comical on string than the small cans. You know, I was thinking about this the other day, actually. Because I keep saying that I really like this kind of game, and I think it's very chill and it puts me as Zen mood and everything. It feels like I'm interacting with the game less than if I were playing an adventure game. Yet an adventure game does put me to sleep sometimes. This kind of stuff, I could do this for hours. It surprisingly keeps my brain engaged. It doesn't make me sleepy at all. Meanwhile, I get stuck for 2 minutes in an adventure game already dozing off. I will need to nap tomorrow afternoon. Very long nap if I wanted to stream. This is getting a bit dangerous here. Can you kill at least one, please? Without Cash to help, it's really rough. Oh good, I can't heal. Okay, one of the guys is dead. Oh, he woke up. Alright. Okay, we got a level up, that's pretty good. Let me set up the healing. I have to remember these new numbers is like 180 and a 310. Here I can see it, but when I'm doing this doing a battle, I can't see the maximums. Just keep in mind if I can heal or not. I'm gonna write that down very briefly here. Just for a quick reference. Please don't put Cash to sleep before he gets a chance to attack. Meihong is already asleep. $144. That's not a critical, that's his damage going up already. Just from probably like skill level up. 225, holy shit, that's a one shot. I need weapons on the other guys if they can do that sort of shit. Well, he's like over double the level. Cash is just carrying everyone else. Which is why it gets really annoying when he gets to sleep. It almost did. Because then he can't do that amazing shit. I mean, in that case, he should attack the guy on the left if he's doing that much more damage now. And I'm just like distributing the attacks to try and keep it optimal. Hello there, Mystic Courage. Welcome in, my friend. How's Strix? Wait, what? Oh, loot! Nice. Another ceramic coat. Is it an upgrade for anyone? I think because I bought stuff, it isn't. Yeah, I got rapid armors for everyone. And Cash refuses to use ceramic. Good to be here? Yeah, good to have you here. Almost done packing for your trip to Bali tomorrow. Is it a business or pleasure? Are you taking a break or are you over there to carry out the mission? Are you a Gaian? Is that the faction that follows God in Megami Tensei? Shit, I hate them. You need a vacation. Good, thank you. Thank you. That sounds better. No mission other than living cheaply. That's my mission every day. Messiah. Yeah, Messiah. Gaians are the chaos ones. They both kind of suck in that game, actually. The Messiahs are too sanctimonious and the Gaians are too uncaring. Just like in real life. The good people are the ones that don't believe in either side. Shit is so expensive in Canada and the USA is so cheap in Indonesia. You should see how cheap things are down here. You can get the most artisanal coffee of your life. Half a pound of it. Of the most exotic, freshly roasted, whole grain coffee, Brazilian coffee. For $6-7? And that's expensive stuff. As long as you don't go to Rio de Janeiro. Please, God. Sure it's great down here. It can be. There are places where you'll be fun and enjoyable and cultural to visit. You just need to know the places that are just tourist traps. I mean, I talk shit about Rio de Janeiro a lot. For good reason. But the thing is, if you go to Rio de Janeiro as a tourist, and you stay as a tourist, you do the touristy things, you go to the touristy places, you follow the guides and you stay at the nice hotels, you're fine. Like, you're gonna be on the rich parts of town where, you know, the shady people know to stay away from. Like, there's like a social contract kind of thing going on with that. It sucks to live there. Unless you're filthy rich or a tourist. Then it's fine. Here's a stereotype. There's only much better places to go. Indeed, honestly, if you're into sun and beaches, and when I say beaches, I mean the sand and sea kind, not the bikini and lipstick kind. If you're into that, like, there are much better places in the Brazil's northeast for me to recommend to you. Like, if I had to choose, I personally would go there instead of Rio de Janeiro. I wouldn't step foot on Rio de Janeiro, like, you couldn't pay me to go there. If you want, like, mountain places with winter and snow and fancy ass chocolate, I have places to recommend for that. It's a large country, got a little bit of everything, because, you know, Brazil, stereotype, etc. We do have places that are mountains with snow and chocolate and fancy stuff. And fondue. Beaches, not beaches. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce them differently. We stay in Pandawa Beach, on the southern tip of Bali. Sounds fancy. Sounds fancy. I'm never going there. But sounds very fancy. Confer with me your future trip to Brazil. All right. I'd be glad to oblige. Avoid running to Blanca. You can take Blanca back. He's not Brazilian. We've had this conversation 100 times before. Blanca is not Brazilian. He does not represent this country at all. He's... The fuck is that thing? It looks like Tiny from Dota. Renze... Did it say murderer? Murderer. This is a murderer. It has hard defenses. Well, it looks like it should have hard defenses. Like, Blanca is just like some rich-ass kid that fell from a plane the wrong place. And their parents were like, fuck it. Just remember, his electric attack can be blocked, regardless of the scientific contradiction. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, right? What were we blocking yesterday? That was making fun of? One of them was like blocking... What was it? Was it an electric attack? I don't remember. There's a foreigner whose plane crashed in the Brazilian jungles that turned him into an electric eel monster. Yes. Yes. Correct. He's Capcom Tarzan. Or something. Thou sleepeth like a rock. Everyone fell asleep. Oh god, I don't play anymore. You know, he does that. That's not a lot of damage, at least. Alright, chat. We get to play some other day. Huge ass anklet. Did he already have that when he fell from the plane? Was it given to him by the natives, or did he fashion it himself? I'm not actually well versed in Blanca's lore because I don't give a shit about Blanca. When I was a kid, I swear to God, man, fuck. No, I was gonna say something very bad. How do I phrase it better than... Screw school-age kids and how awful they are to other school-age kids. I guess that's a safe way to put what I wanted to say. I was really fucking into Street Fighter 2 as a kid. I played it on the arcades, I had magazines on it, I still have my cartridge for the SNES. You learned it was a gift from his mom, the SF2 ending? Amazing! I did see all the endings on SF2 back then, but I wasn't good at reading English, so any text was lost on me. The craze was insane. It was a very good game, I freaking loved it. So I had this, there were these kids at school that were looking at a magazine that had like big spread sections on every fighter. Street Fighter 2 was amazing, of course. And I was like, can I look? I was a chubby kid. So they said, you can only look at the Honda. I hope they failed at life. Adults told you couldn't go to the convenience store to play Street Fighter 2 because bad teenagers would hang there. Yeah, that would be you. They wanted to save the convenience store the trouble. Crazy Brazilian mothers gifting their sons with giant anklets. His mother is not Brazilian. Good fuck. Children are so cruel. They are. I have horrible memories from school. I was actually talking to my niece today. She's like, what? 20 years younger than me, or thereabouts. A long time ago, she was being bullied at school. And my mom asked me to go talk to her. And she said that out of everyone that talked to her back then about it, I was the one that helped her the most. She said that today. I was kind of proud of myself for that. And the reason I think I was good at talking about it was because I was bullied as fuck as a kid. I hate... I think that's the reason I really dislike children. Because I've seen the true face of them. They're evil little fucks. You're about 8 or so when Street Fighter 2 came out, to such a thing, yes, then came Mortal Kombat. I was into Mortal Kombat, but I feel like most people around me didn't care as much. I did have the SNES version of Mortal Kombat 1, and I played a lot of Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Both for SNES and Nintendo 64, but the Nintendo 64 was at like a friend's house or something. Bullying is terrible, it is. I have no easy answers for that, I don't think anyone does. It is... damaging as fuck. I mean, if it's the same amount of health of mana, just do this 2 times instead, it's faster. Anyone who idealizes children doesn't really experience with them. I mean, look, I understand they are just humans like everyone else and they're just trying to figure out life like everyone else. I think me disliking children is just to balance out the people who are like, children are the future, they're so good and innocent. I think I'm just balancing, I'm bringing balance to something that needs balance. Someone needs to call them on their bullshit. Soon the parents of the bullies would help. I would approve. It wouldn't ever work in my country. I don't know how other countries would handle that. Down here, nothing would come out of that, ever. Balance to the force, pretty much. Lawsuits are very weird in my country. For example, if a company gets one of their employees permanently maimed for life, prevented from ever working again, like chops their arms off or some shit, in some horrific, sheer negligence-driven accident, and the guy sues the company, they're gonna win. But they're gonna be awarded like a dumb sum, like less than 10 grand or some shit. Because there is this concept about like undue enrichment that exists basically to protect companies and screw poor people. It's one of the things that makes lawsuits very, dumb down here. Because is this a fantasy wall? No. And then if you do some bullshit and someone calls you out on your bullshit, if you have more money than them, you can just sue them for a libel and they lose, even if what they say is true. And then they have to settle. I won. Here's a 10 grand, $20 coupon for Kmart. Pretty much. It's offensive, if you ask me. I mean, my mom has been on a class action lawsuit against the government, I think, that for some dumb shit that was done to her and her colleagues when they were working. And like they have been considered to be in the right by like 20 instances of justice already. It's been going on for 40 years and they're still like not paying them. And it's still dragging out. It's so dumb that realistically we are keeping in mind that she might no longer be around when they finally win, so I have to step in and collect, I guess. Which would be a fucking insane, what do you call it? Consolation prize at that point. Yeah, the justice system of Brazil, like, it's not necessarily bad, but it's stupid inefficient. It's one of the most expensive in the world. And it's very, very fucking slow. Depending on who you ask, they would tell you that it is a bad system. I don't think it's necessarily a bad system. It doesn't focus on punishment. Because, which is technically a good thing, you want to like rehabilitate and fix. Okay, I want to rest and there is a save thing right there. They had trouble going right. Maybe they should incorporate AI into there. I think some guy might have done that, some lawyer, and he was like slapped with a fine or some shit, or contempt of court or some shit. Good, get wrecked. No quick save. I don't even know if that works. That sounds dangerous. Choose the wrong option. Let me put it here. I know that one works. I don't know about the other one. Yeah, we got 2 levels. Those guys are good farming. Squeaky luck. Squeaky to you. Wait, no, what? What? No, you did that on purpose. No. I don't know, maybe Zolfer now is just like broken and laughing about that. That's why he's not typing anything anymore. It was more fun when he immediately followed it up with like a facepalm. There were too many places to save to. Yeah, MSX was kind of wild. I want to find a shop to replenish the ammo for the guy. So ammo, we want napalm for the guy. But that's gonna cost all of our money. You were trying to say squeaky lurk music. You were laughing too hard. Alright, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't greetings turned into squeaky. It was a bit bad, yes. I want to sell that ceramic thing. I have enough napalm cartridges to last me a little bit more. Ceramic coat. It's pretty expensive actually. Alright, now can I buy a good gun here? Hand laser is very decent. Hand laser is very decent. It's a single shot pistol gun skill for Ran. The palm cannon we already have. Heavy machine gun we already have. Cylinder knuckle punch. What? What is that? What is that? I'm looking at the manual. Is there a cylinder? There is! An armor punch pulverizes the enemy with the raw power of a bullet combined with a punch. It's a heavy weapon that uses a large caliber bullets, so it's an upgrade for cash. But he's already doing so much damage, we don't need it. So, if we buy the hand laser, we have to load up on energy packs, but I think that's worth it. And if we buy the rifle, we need rifle bullets, which we already have. And that would be better than the shotgun that she's equipping. Like energy pack, we have 100, it's not enough. Rifle, we need more rifle. So I need to check if I can buy both of those and ammo for them. These would be like 1300. So we will have like 9,000 and change for ammo, and then we would have like 3,000 here, and energy packs are cheap. Okay, no, this is very good actually. Knuckle Punch sounds like an awesome title for an action indie game. I think there might be one with that name already. You know what game I want to play? There is this game on Steam that I played a long time ago that was so fucking fun. Karate knockdown blow or some shit. Is this game where you keep powering up as a karate fighter and you fight against bears and shit and you travel through town trying to power up? It's so... I have to play it again. I played it back when it was released, I never beat it. I have to stream that. It's a bit too modern, but still. Okay, I'm gonna equip those to make sure they are better. And then I'm gonna buy the... I did save, I can reload if they were like bad purchases or anything. So for Ran, we replace this plus 75 with plus 100 and thing. Now, the hit ratio does go down a little bit, but his hit ratio is very high because we're specializing in guns, so that's fine. Karate Master 2 Knockdown Blow, yeah, that's the one. Have you played it? That game is so fun. It's dumb, silly fun. And the shotgun with the rifle go from plus 90 to plus 197. And we have a higher hit rate, so those are both upgrades. You finished it twice, nice. Alright, you know it better than I do. I remember someone, I don't know who, I think it was like a IRL friend who chastised me for it. It's so dumb, why do you want to fist fight a bear? That's dumb. Like, dude, what are you talking about? It's fucking awesome. What else would you want from a game? That's like Prototype, you can elbow drop a tank. Why wouldn't you want to play it? At least elbow drop a tank once before you decide you don't want it. Require technique skill is rifle. I know. Why are you telling me that? Then we want to sell the handgun. You won't buy that. It's so bad. It's so bad he won't buy it. Okay, I'm gonna put down a refresh the save. Like quick save, I have no idea what it does. FM pack SRAM. Good lord, I don't know what it does either. Now these were discs, like this is a disc that comes with the game that you can use it. So you have to like remove the floppy disk and insert that one. User disk is a disk that you format yourself to do that. And flash ROM is a cartridge that you slot into your MSX, which is what we are emulating here because it works better. It's also faster to use. Alright, we've got upgrades. People, upgrades. I think that Soldier on the game was the main character randomly replying with a Sue with a bow, which is what we used to do at your dojo when you used to train. What I like about that game is just the progression. You just like travel around town, you do things, you missions and tournaments and things, and you keep getting stronger and stronger. And then you train up and you keep getting... It's amazing. It's exactly what you want from a game like that. Like, why overcomplicate things? Alright, I want to see what the damage looks like right now. And I want to see the new weapon sprites as well. Side jobs go from moving boxes at local docks, flying kicking over a car for a commercial. Yeah. I don't think, like, of course, graphics, controls, music, whatever, but like conceptually speaking, I don't think you can take that game concept and execute it better. Like it's I'm surprised there aren't more games like it. Okay, so Tyrion has the hand laser. Let's see what it does and how much damage it does. 56 damage? Good, that's way better. That's exactly what we kind of expected given his level. And Mei Hong has a rifle. Alright, 20 damage. Hey, it's more than double than before, so that's an upgrade, I guess. Dun, dun, dun. If I attack this guy, I'll kill him with a hit. Yeah, no, keep putting damage here. Because Mei Hong probably has enough damage to kill this guy. Yes. Well calculated. Also, Mei Hong now has up to 200 health. I need to update my numbers. That sound for the laser is kind of funny. Found another old coin, getting more levels. I could, like, progress. I think we can progress through the game with this. The game has not required grinding before. We're just like, we fell behind, I guess, with the previous segment. If they may start to get too difficult, I can consider farming. Gonna get a piece of candy because it's a thing that I realize on my final stages of my diet, that tasting something really helps me ignore the hunger. So I got like very low calorie candy. keeps me distracted. Today I got to like 2 pounds away from my target. But this weekend is gonna be a disaster. I have a barbecue tomorrow. And then we're gonna go to an Italian place on Sunday that has all-you-can-eat pasta. It's really fucking good, but good lord. It's just sabotaging the diet completely. Yeah, the hand laser is good because the energy packs are really fucking cheap. I updated my game list page again today because that's something that I'm gonna keep doing. Just because it's fun. I'm not trying to be fancy to be like, oh look, Cooper is such a professional streamer, look at how professional his page looks. No, I keep updating it and improving it because it's fun to me. So I improved it today. I replaced the special streams link with an actual list of streams, which makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I know! I didn't do that before because that's not how my old list used to work. Because it didn't have enough space on Twitch About section. The other thing I did was, that was like one panel that I had with single link. The other one was linked to my YouTube. But I already have one at the top, so I removed that as well. So I don't have any single links anymore. I think I'm figuring out a way to put in my schedule in there as well, in a way that doesn't like become too polluted. I still want to keep it simple and clean. I'm still amazed that it takes less than 20 kilobytes to transfer all of it, including the images. Except for the video thumbnails, which it loads dynamically without any JavaScript. I know you guys don't... I know you guys probably can't stand me talking about this stuff anymore, but it's like a puzzle game to me. Programming and writing web pages and stuff like that, and doing IT work, all of that stuff for me is like playing a puzzle game. It's really engaging for my brain. With that sound for the hand laser, blink! So unassuming. I am spraying the damage because I think we're doing too much damage on that target as it is. I want to do Tian Ran on the right and Mei Hong on the left, and I think that's going to work out just fine. He doesn't die, but the one on the left will. 25! Good, Mei Hong is improving. Yeah, her skill is probably going up. She wasn't using a gun up until this point before. And that kills him. Yeah, no, the damage is way better now. Man, I really want to... Not on stream. I really want to play Might and Magic 3. On my own time. There's so many games I want to play. I was talking about... What's the name? Ringworld the other day. And someone asked, well, why don't you just play Dwarf Fortress instead? Man, I should give that game another shot. I need to play Dwarf Fortress. Some more. Make it work. There's so many games, so little time. I have books I want to read. I keep forgetting that too. When people talk about like a time machine, they talk about traveling through time. If I could make a time machine, I would build a time machine that creates time. Like, plug it on a wall outlet and wait, we're going back here. Plug it on our outlet, press a button, it creates a day for you. And then you can do more shit during that day. I would craft multiple days for me to enjoy. Just imagine if you could generate a day that is only for you, no one else knows you have it. You plug it in the wall, you press a button, your house, your room, whatever gets sealed off from existence. Everything else gets frozen. And you just get to be for an entire day. No one can talk to you. Man can dream. You want the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z so you can smash your entire backlog of games, books, and movies. There is one problem with that though. And I guess that's also a problem with my concept of a time machine. Is that you're still aging. So the total amount of life that you get is still the same. So those things are kind of... Yeah, you're gonna get yourself an entire year in hyperbolic chamber, but you're still gonna have the same amount of time through life. So you need to combine that with some anti-aging thing. I need to heal up a little bit, hang on, I forgot. Oh, just Cash. Cash is taking the brunt of the damage here. How about a Groundhog Day scenario set specifically on a day off? There is one problem with that. Is that a Groundhog Day scenario would reset your save file. It would always reset your save files. You would have to... If you're playing a game with passwords, you would have to memorize the password to carry it with you to the next day. If you could have like a Groundhog Day where you have like a magical thumb drive that is unaffected by the loop like yourself, then that would be fine. Of course, you're assuming that the Groundhog Day doesn't age you, and that's a thing that never gets answered in Groundhog Day, right? Does he age? If he spends an entire year in there, is he a year older or is his body reset? Just his memories don't reset. But the memories are just chemistry in the brain, so like if the body resets, the memories have to reset with it. It's complicated. Doesn't work well with games that take longer than 24 hours. Yeah. Keep replaying the tutorial. can't escape the tutorial. Of course, with books, you would have to like memorize the page to stop that, because if you move the book marker, it's gonna keep getting reset. I could have spent money on defensive stuff, I think. Like, most of my characters have 3 empty slots that I can keep stuff in. I was just focusing on the weapons because the damage was my biggest concern, it was very low. Let me go here first, there might be loot involved. Follow the right wall. Oh, what? No, no, here. Thank you. It is loot, it's just weird. Wait. Okay, it is loot. Oh, the cylinder knuckle punch, we got it. Is it good? The thing says that it uses large caliber bullets. Oh no, it's shit. We don't want it. Wait, does that mean that the heavy machine gun, No, the heavy machine gun is better. The knuckle punch is bad. Despite the awesome name. Now there is another loot up there, but we can't get to it from here at least. It's kind of weird. I don't remember, does it on Groundhog Day, does Bill Murray try at some point to do something like shave his head to see if the hair gets restored? I have watched that movie semi-recently, but I don't recall if he did anything like that. That movie has such a whimsical, catchy, charming name originally, and then when released down here, they were just very, very, very boring and just renamed it to Time Spell. Because you have to be obvious, otherwise no one is gonna watch the movie. These guys are kind of easy if they don't sleep your entire party, they don't do a lot of damage. This, I want to write down, like someone said I should write down the date on the pages of my notebook. So I can look at it later and know when I did something. I have to remember to do more of that. Yeah, this is the sleep spell. You missed everyone, okay. Oh, these enemies are... like, they take a lot of damage to kill because they have high defenses, but they're fine. I didn't buy more on the palm, but I think we should have plenty. Okay, and this should lead into the Eastern District, specifically Tiu Chung or something like that. Oh, we're still going. We're going up. We should be surfacing soon. Okay, Cash fell asleep. I'm not relying on his damage as much as before. This will take longer, but it's still fine. Yep, pretty fine. This is rifle bullets, I guess. Save some money. $81, he's dead. This is working way better than before. This is one of those games that kind of requires you to spend money on gear. Otherwise it gets too unhandleable. Oh look, we got to the other side. Mommy! I don't think that's your mom. Huh? What's this? You already had a kid running around, children? Stop joking, Cash. Hai Long, come here. That woman isn't your mommy. Dots. But you can see the resemblance. He even says ... Nah. At last, you have arrived. Are you the leader here? Yeah, call me Lao. Means elder. What are the plans to infiltrate the High Tao building? That's going straight to the point. Well, I guess that's fine. The Tai Hao building can only be entered using a special spinner, those flying carts. We have prepared the necessary props needed to do just that. However, we just have kits for 2 people. Mei Hong, you stay behind. Now wait a minute right there, Cash. Regrettably, it's you who needs to stay behind, Cash. We couldn't get a uniform in your size. He's the biggest source of damage, but yeah, we are getting rid of Cash eventually. Like, it's pretty clear that he's just like a helper, like the old robot, and he's going to eventually get replaced by the sisters. So not surprised. And he's very large for a uniform, yes. Maybe if you'd go on a diet for a little while, I'll do that. We have to guard this relay site here, so we need you to help too, Cash. Since Holland was arrested, this place will never be fully safe either. Understood. Tianren and Mei Hong, go and be careful. You received High Tao soldier disguises and equipment. Right. That kid over there, his mother was killed by the High Tao. Now he's probably at that age when he depends on others the most. He doesn't seem to like me at all. I'm sure he can sense the smell of blood on me. Well, maybe take a shower, dude. Jesus. Please take good care of Holland, our kindred spirit. Which is the guy we have to rescue. I volunteered, but I was turned down. It's no wonder with people like you around. What is that supposed to mean? Mommy, mommy. If the mission fails, we'll have to give up on Holland. Well, in fact, it's already too late, but... You mercenaries might be fighting a war for money, but we are very different. We're fighting for our lofty ideals. I guess. Okay, did I get any equipment, actually? Because it said we got some... I don't think we did. It's just the disguises. I should have taken... I think Cash is wearing some of our leather boots. Can I talk to Cash? Those guys are all somewhat unreliable, but as long as I'm around, we can somehow make this work. Don't worry and go on. Alright, can I have your boots, please? Guess not. There's a popular saying among outers, someday Tian will punish Motian. I can't see why that would be popular, but alright. So this will go to the plate. The high ground from this segment to the Eastern District. There's not a big difference between going on and coming back. Either way, a bloody battlefield is waiting. Take your life seriously. Alright, yes sir. Don't underestimate me by thinking I'm just a brat, because I work for the resistance too. Alright kid, go on. Yeah, I need to find a safe spot, or maybe a healing spot. Where is sniffing around for you guys? In any case, hope you're not some of those hiked-out dogs, are you? So everyone hates the government, folks. Can I go through here, please? The ancient labyrinth awaits you all. The conclusion of destiny is already at hand. How did I lose Cash Patel? We have to be disguised to infiltrate the Hightower HQ, and they couldn't get a uniform the size of a truck. That was their excuse. So we save here. And area information. We are in the Tiuchung, which is what I mentioned before. Hotel is east of here. Lift is southeast, is where I came from. Current transportation services have been blocked. I used it anyway. Welcome to the Civil Network service. Right, this... I don't think this gets updated. Do I need a hotel? Not quite. Welcome. I was gonna say, can I... Oh, he does sell clothing and weapons. He sells robes. I don't think these robes... They're talismans, they are like bonuses that we can buy and equip. Interesting. Where can I find the robes, though? Here. Clothes of an old master, magic resistance. But I think they don't give you actual armor. As for weapons, you have this stuff. Staves and throwable things, apparently. No, for talismans. Talismans. Where are the talismans? Talismans. Protection from direct attack a number of times. Oh, you buy this, it lasts like a few attempts. This one increases attack power. Mind's Eye increases hit rate. Spellbound increases... It seals away spells for its target. Also, you can use it to block spells. Dispute Talisman confuses its target. I'm gonna get 2 Roaring Slashes and equip them. You can buy 10. Why would you buy 10? If I can't equip them for some reason, I'm gonna reload. They were pretty expensive. Wait, was there more? Oh, there were incenses and needles. Those are consumables. Probably. Incense. Illusion. Incense makes the target see illusions. Sleepy makes the target sleepy. Anti-evil. I don't see anti-evil on the manual. It's probably somewhere here. But I can't find it. Whatever, it's consumable. The Petrified Needle is probably consumable as well. But this is fine. Thanks a lot, mate. Trailing shopkeeper. What? You can't equip the talisman? Is there any information about the talismans here? Talismans. Super weapons. Lunatite. Just says that it increases things. Like, it increases attack power. Is it a consumable? They're too expensive to be consumable. Unless it's like a permanent thing. Use... Yeah, you can't use it. But why can't we equip it? Like, if it was like just people who can cast spells, this guy would be able to use it. I don't get it. I'm gonna do a quick search, but I doubt I'm gonna find anything about it. No, I getting some results, but they don't actually mention talismans. Gonna check a few more. Nope, nope. No. No information on the talismans. I think I'm gonna reload because that's a waste of money. We saved right here, actually. Oh, I think quick save is only while the game is running, because you can load while the game is running. Those talismans are weird. Why can't we equip them? Battle power. Oh, interesting. Right, we do need to sleep if we find a hotel. It was to the east. I'm gonna find it. Better to go in fully refreshed wherever we're going. I wonder if the uniform thing means we're gonna get sprite swaps. That would be amazing. Oh, it's probably east from here. And down here. This lady... Yeah, it's more southeast than east, but sure, I guess. I like how it says how much it is, but doesn't give you a chance to say no. It's very cheap, but it's mostly a token of like, yeah, you have to spend money to sleep, but it's barely anything. Right, and it doesn't say anything about anything other than hotel is in this area, not of. Okay, it's not relative to the terminal you're using. It says terminal, the lift to southeast is, but we came not from there. Is it another lift? No, it isn't. It is the same one we use. The one right there. No, or maybe... What? You can change into your uniforms in the high tall lift. I wish you the best of luck. Okay, so this is the lift. We're gonna change into the uniforms there. Are we gonna get different sprites? That would be amazing. We do! Would you look at that? What a fancy ass game! I wonder if you're gonna do battle in these uniforms, because that means even more sprite work needed. It's the intro music. Ominous intro music. I am Khan from the Special Ops Division. Yes, sir, I've been informed. Please use the vehicle over there, sir. Yeah, that's one of the spinners. Alright. The flying cars. Would you look at that thing? Man, it's almost a fucking DeLorean. Look at the doors. All that fancy animation of sitting in. Pew! And then we land. Lucky Shadow. Amazing. So cool. Hey, what's the matter? Colonel, this man was staring at my face with a pervy look! No, I just wanted to make sure that... Second Lieutenant, I don't mind you showing sexual desire for women, But try and find another one. That's a way to put it. She has a fire spirit, not so easily tamed. Ha ha ha. Oh, Colonel. I beg your pardon. Please come on through. Oh, Colonel. I haven't had any battles in uniform, I'm curious, because this is fine, it's sprite work they had before. They already had these characters, just reusing those sprites. They're small enough that, you know, it can look generic. But if they have these working in combat, that's a different story. You want to know where the special cells are? There are special class A cells at the far end, Colonel, sir. Wait, what? Okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I came?
That one is horrible. Gross, yes. Oh, there we the name guy. Iron arm guards. Okay, who needs defense the most? You are at 46? She doesn't have leather, so leather boots. Wait, what? What? I don't understand. Why can't I equip anything? Oh, she can equip their arm guards, not him. But it's less defense and a lot less agility. Why would I do that? That's horrible. It replaces the armor. It's not a thing that you put in addition to the armor. A little pixel art, little ashtray, coffee mug. Little notebook. Okay, these look like they might be the cells we're looking for. There's a camera there that's very Metal Gear. That's probably the guy. Some laser cell bars. Still following the right wall so I don't get too lost. This place is very easy to get lost in. Wait, I can't? Okay, I can't. I thought I had a passage over there. Okay, that's probably the guy, but I need to open that elsewhere. Or maybe that's the guy. I can't climb on the beds, right? No. So not here yet? This level does look very confusing. It does. I'm sticking to my hug a wall strategy, otherwise... It works on any labyrinth that you don't have central areas. If you hug a wall and it doesn't have central areas, you can visit everywhere. If we do end up doing a full loop and not finding whatever it is, then we do have central areas we have to locate specifically. I think we did a full loop, but I didn't find where it came from. Oh, it was here, but there was still stuff that I didn't explore up here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I took that turn. I haven't explored it here. Wait, can I interact with this? No. You can't really interact with anything. Rifle bullets, that's good, saves us money. So strange because that thing looks like... It just looks like it has like these tiny lines that are much higher resolution than the rest. It's kind of an optical illusion on the buckle of that chest. I don't know if she shows up like that for you guys as well. Messes with my eyes when I see it. Like that little thing, it looks to me like they're like small lines, they don't actually exist there. Another machine gun. Well, do we have a machine gun or do we have a submachine gun? Those are different, I think. Yeah, we had a submachine gun, which was a gun. Now I have a machine gun, which is a rifle, but it only does rapid fire, which means only AoE, which means using a lot of ammo, so I don't want that. Don't even know if it would be an upgrade. Might as well check. It is quite an upgrade, but I think it would use ammo too quickly. Most of the time you don't want AoE anyway. Thank you for your trouble, Colonel Sir. More bullets. Dun, 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 dun. And now this might be us going... Yeah. Alright, so now we do another loop, and once we get there, I think there might be a central area that you can't reach by hugging walls. Actually surprised that I'm not making a map. Come on, this would be horrible to map. I can actually hold some of this in my memory. Little bit of a cache. I'm going to the cell block again, because I think whatever we missed is there. This was the central area we missed. What's this? You still haven't carried out the order? Huh? The order from the immediate release of all prisoners from the Class A detainment cells. With all due respect, isn't this some kind of mistake, Colonel? Haven't received an order to that effect. Another procedural delay? I'd hope those pencil pushers would have had enough of this. I don't care, open them at once, I'll take full responsibility. I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I have to follow proper procedures too. What other trivial nonsense are you on about? The Colonel is in a hurry. This man here is Colonel Khan, the commander of the Special Ops. My apologies. Hey, open it. Yes, sir. Class A detainment cells, you've been released. If you don't have practical wisdom, it's difficult to gain your own insights, Second Lieutenant. Thank you very much for the advice. Okay, and now I can go down. This room is like in a, what I call the center area. It's like isolated from the other walls. If you just follow the walls, you never reach it. I have to get down from here. And find the cell. It's a bit of a mess. That thing is now closed. Does that mean I can't get down there? Wait. I'll follow the wall again. Can I not go down from here? That thing is still closed. The thing is not closed. It looks like there are bars there, but they're not. Oh, no. I get it. It's this door here that leads down. Right, this rotates down to the lower floor. Okay, now this is open. You must be Holland. Who am I? It's the same face as in the video. He looks a bit emaciated though. I wonder if it is from the drugs they gave him. His fingerprints are almost an exact match. You can tell just by looking. I am Holland? Oh, that's right. I'm the roadist reader of Fan Road. Von Holland. Whatever you say, just follow me. Follow you? Yeah, sure thing. For you, I'd even go to the ends of the earth. He's useless. He's completely high as a kite. He needs going to rehab. Anyway, let's go back. We can't bluff our way out of this indefinitely. Is he? No, he's not part of the team. Okay. High as a kite. I always love that expression. Dun, dun. Now I'm sure shit's gonna hit the fan eventually. For now, I'll go straight back. Rocket Man. High as a giraffe's ass. Man, giraffes are very tall. I know that's obvious, but if you haven't seen one up close, you have no idea how large they actually are. Here we go. Apparently the Haitao aren't complete idiots after all. This isn't the time to show admiration for them. Oh my word. That animation of them pulling the guns is so good. Did you guys see they were like, huh? We are no longer using the disguises, they got deleted before this. If we go back to wearing the disguises after this, I'll be disappointed. Okay, so their health is lower than the enemies we were fighting before because we don't have cash anymore. So the game is precisely balanced. Love it. Which makes it double important that we did our upgrades. Lots of experience, but no money. And the little flare on their skirts. Such amazing detail. We haven't seen a preview of the boss. So there might not be a boss yet. Okay, this is very reasonable in terms of damage. Yeah, they did take the disguises off. Good. Consistency, at least. By the way, these enemies are actually showing their sprites. Usually the enemies have those cloudy, indefinite sprites. So it can be anything. These ones are the actual soldiers. 100 damage, insta-kill, nice. Grades, everyone, upgrades. So they're gonna take both groups, it is, I think. Terrain level 15, good. Number go up. And yes, if the enemies were coming at you, they're too close to each other, they merge. But you don't get both groups entirely. Like each group is 2 soldiers, as you can see here. And when both groups were close by. We got 3 soldiers, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. So it's kind of a balanced merge. Very fancy. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not entirely sure I'm going the right way, but I think I am. I was, yes. Very good. I see who needs a map when you have memory. The power of remembering things. You very quickly don't even get to see them board the car. Is this... Look, chat, there is a bed. They're not in the bed. Is this pre or post coitus? Is that Dong? I can't tell if it is Dong because he's facing away from the camera. So I can't confirm nor deny if Dong is there. Central District, Silva Tower. Die. I'm very anxious. This is Yui Chen Ming Wang Yama. It's a very long name. Yeah, this is Dong. Don't worry. There is nothing Dong cannot take care of. But 2 of the 8 legions being defeated in such a short time. And he grabs her by the tits and shakes her. I already have those bastards in my clutches. I won't let them lay one finger on you, Yama. They all have their side pieces. They're not in bad, but these ones. But is that all of them? Is the 3rd one so far that has a scene where, you know, they're regular humans with relationships? What a relief. Take this pendant and wear it, and think of it as me. It will surely help you. I'll keep it on me at all times. Die. Yama. Yeah, so this was pre-coitus. Okay. Oh, Illusion Castle. Who is going to talk to the big honcho? It's Ali, the guy who was incarcerated. Mo Tian Wang. Mo Tian Wang. Here is guy. You're being very noisy, Lee. What's the matter? Motian Wang, which means Lord Motian. What is your Agartha you keep talking about? The people, why do they resist it so much? Xiao Mei, oh Xiao Mei, why did she die? What are you all worked up about? Lee, don't you have faith in me? Don't let the death of just one measly girl dishearten you. Measly? Just one measly girl? And remember, this guy's gonna turn. Mo Tian Wang, I... What? What, do I have another failure on my hands at a critical time like this? If only Yama could prepare a successor before. Mo Tian Wang, you are the one who is wrong. You're no longer my Wang. You're no longer my Wang. Spell hit. Insolent worm. You think I'm an idiot? Lee, you bastard, you cannot oppose me. You cannot oppose your own Wang. Now I open the gate of sweet nectar. Anyone who has ears, hear. Leave thine old beliefs. Thy true form is Qing Lian, the Blue Lotus. What the hell? My body is immobilized. In older generation artificial organisms, a force command has been implanted that enables executing commands by force. What? Force command was implanted in artificial organisms of older generations. Wait, are the legions artificial organisms? Well, it failed after all. Sadly, the control of the force command cannot be said to be perfect. So I am a failure too. Are you now going to dispose of me like that other specimen? No, no one can be prepared to replace you. That's not going to happen, because you'll be my precious new body. Are you insane? My body? That will be after I've obtained the power of Tian. A young vessel for young power, don't you think that's appropriate?
Execute Order 66.
Because if they said Order 6, that would mean there were too few implemented. If they're asking for Order 6, if it was Order 666, it would be too on the nose. So that's why they settled on number 66. It's supposed to be evil, but just not too much. It's such a dumb number. I think they shouldn't have used the number there. I felt dumb when I first watched that. Until then, I need you to be quiet. Oh, that's his Faza statue. He's told that he took the Faza statue out of him. Your Daza statue. Without it, your power will be halved. Come now. After the dimensional prison you go. It's been a huge waste of my time. Oh, we're already back? You're late. Come on, quickly, go over there. We're back with cash and everything. To the void with him, yes. He's been banished to the Shadow Zone. Shadow Realm? Whatever, don't recall. This is no joke, I mean it. You guys have screwed things right up. We rescued the dude, what the fuck you talking about? What are you on about? I'm sure we did the job you asked of us quite skillfully. In any case, sit down and have a look at this video message I recorded. Is it going to play on the big screen? Please tell me it shows on the big screen. Holy shit, it does. Look at that. So fancy. This is Dong. Shadow Realm Zone Area Avoidance stuff. That one, yes. Dong is on the TV. Do you guys enjoy having Dong on your TV? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dong. One of the Moltean 8 Legions. It's taken a lot of work to get through to this place. Well, it'd be fine to come to you. I think you ladies and gentlemen wouldn't want that. So come to my place instead. I'll give you the most gracious welcome. The welcome of a Dong. Oh, there was this breeding hole of vermin in Chang Town, but I've had it removed since it was an eyesore. Oh, they went on the base and destroyed everything. Talking dong. Yes. That bastard! Yeah, Cash was kind of fond of the Resistance, so worked with them before, so he's really displeased that the guy took out their headquarters. Alright, Zofari, have a safe trip. We lost communications with the Tu Chung base of operations, and then this message came in at my office. Sure, we used force to remove some obstacles in the way of our escape, but that shouldn't have made the location of the hideout known to the High Tao. Were we followed? No, it's conceivable Holland was an imposter. That's ridiculous. No more excuses. Anyway, we need to do something. This place isn't safe anymore. We don't know when the High Tao would storm this place. That bastard died. Where is he now? I don't know. Isn't he in the High Tao HQ? No, he wasn't there. Let's go back to the Chu Chung hideout for the time being. Let's go, Tianren. That'll be dangerous. Your plan is to walk into their trap intentionally? Look, miss, we're not playing house here. We have been risking our lives from the beginning. Thoughts. Tianren stands up, walks away. Cash, I'm sorry. I got startled a bit because it was the first time something like this has happened. Don't sweat it. We're all scared of the same thing. You, Mei Hong, and even me. Be careful. Alright, I'm gonna go put down a save. I wonder if I can equip Cash with... No. Those bracers, whatever the hell. I think I do need to buy more napalm things since he's back. No, we have plenty. What about the other ammo? No, the other ammo was even more plentiful. Over 1,000 energy packs, over 1,000 rifle bullets, so it's fine. Rest, yes. Good night, see ya. Good usage, good mileage out of that French coat donning animation. Man, I just realized I'm really tired. I'm gonna keep playing a little bit, but I'm really freaking tired. I didn't... Well, it's Friday. I guess it tracks. But I was starting to yawn a little bit. That hasn't happened on my stream in a while. Good morning. Yo. Let me think. If we're going back, then we take the EV at the EV station, which is this one, I think. Did I? Well, I did have to. I did do a lot of work today. Is that why I'm so tired? Well, I haven't skipped the stream since Monday. Like, this is 5 days in a row. Maybe that's the reason. It was Saikong, yeah. We were talking the other day about electric cars because this game brings them up. Those are like EVs, electrical vehicles. There has been, of course, some lobbying and some propaganda against EVs in my country, financed by traditional car manufacturers and large gas station networks, whatever. Latest thing they started doing was posting these weird ass homophobic jokes on social media, pretending to be like, you know, organic stuff. And it's like, it's so weird because the reason I have an EV, for example, is exclusively because it saves money on the long run. So basically they're telling me that I'm gay for wanting to save money and I should be ashamed because of that. I don't get it. So I had to ask, fellas, is it gay to save money? So weird. Okay, so this guy either doesn't know about what happened, but it's the same dialogue here. Okay, he's going in for the conversation. I must make a sad announcement. The Tiuchung hideout is almost completely destroyed. It's thought the hideout underwent an all-out attack by someone. Mortimer's party went there and confirmed the situation of the site. It was a hell of a scene. That was the workings of monsters. Those Siva scumbags have finally shown their true colors. Here you go, I have a message for you from them. This will serve as an invitation letter to my underground labyrinth. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope we'll have a good fight. Regards, Dong, of the Motian aliens. But that underground labyrinth happened to be just beyond the wall of the hideout. Who the hell are those Motian sect arseholes? You're taking the piss! Mortimer and his party gave the victims a proper burial. That was all we could do for them. Are you going now? Let's go, Tianren, to that underground labyrinth or whatever it's called. I hope you get a pot of flesh for us as well. I wonder if there's gonna be a save down there, if I should put a save up here. I think I'm gonna put a save up here. Well, we are fully healed, so I don't need to rest. Hey, it's true that the Tiuchung hideout was attacked? Did Pai Long die? Hey, tell me what happened. I don't know, I wasn't there. I only know what I was told, same as you. Is that guy is asking about the kid? Because I think that was a kid we just talked to. This is the... Well, all of these have save spots, it's fine. Either one will work. No, not the shopkeeper. this. Ah, jeez, I'm gonna keep going. It should be fine. As long as we don't run into a boss that takes over an hour to do math to kill, like last time. I think we spent over 1 hour on that Panther Lady boss. See, I'm sleepy, it's so weird. Does that mean I have to go through the entire sewers again? Yeah. It's fine. Is that why we have cash back? Because the game expects you to have cash for the sewers? $90 damage, that's pretty good. I'll take the other one. They're both nearly dead. It's more efficient this way, I think. Yep. Efficiency. I wonder if Cash doesn't level up. I'm actually curious about that. He has 350,000 experience. Next. No, that's fine. That's not... Yeah. Because there are multiple ways of showing experience, this is when it shows how much you have and how much you need for the next one. Some games, they reset and then show only the difference. I don't know which one I prefer. But the zeros are getting filled in. The left padding zeros. This guy needs like 3,000 to level. This needs less than 1,000 to level. Like 400 something. This requires like 28,000, so Cash is not leveling up. Another sign that we're getting rid of him at some point. There is one piece of loot that I haven't gotten in here, I think. But I don't know if I want to go looking for it. Should kill it. Yep. The Cash is still asleep, but we can finish this just fine, thanks to the upgrades. I'm sure Mei Hong will steadily climbing damage as she gets more skill. What are the skill levels like? And Mei Hong is still going up in rifle. It has a long way to go to get to Tianren's level. And Cash is behind as well because he did use like rifle before shotgun. No, wait. The napalm thing we're using. is considered a heavy weapon. Right, which is his highest skill. But the buckshot shotgun was also heavy. Okay, so he has always been a heavy weapon. He just started with those higher skills. We haven't been using them. Wonder if there's... No, there's nothing here. Hello, welcome back, Zofir. Hope you had a safe trip. I'm still going, but I gotta say, maybe it's because it's Friday, maybe it's because I've been streaming for 5 days in a row. But good lord, I'm tired. Did you see our meeting with Item? Or did you leave before that? Iron is the lady at the nightclub, the informant. If you saw the meeting, then you didn't miss anything. We just came back here. You saw a do? What is a do? Yeah, what happened is that a talking dong on the TV. Yeah, that one. Yeah, basically we went back and they confirmed that the hideout was attacked and that they left an invitation specifically for us to go into a labyrinth to fight the dong. The dong at the end of the labyrinth. And the entrance to the labyrinth was a hidden wall in their hideout. So we're going back to the hideout, from there we go to the labyrinth. From there we fight the dong. And I did save the game a few times, that I did consider ending the stream early, but we're still going. I'll probably sleep tomorrow the entire afternoon after lunch. It's probably gonna be good. Minotaur Dong, there you go. I can't even call that a sick reference because everyone knows about the Minotaur Labyrinth, but it was a pretty good reference anyway. Right, everyone knows that, right? It's not like today's kids. If you say the words Minotaur in Labyrinth to them, they don't know how those two go together. I know, maybe I shouldn't be surprised. It's like you find a modern kid and you show them a picture of a cassette tape and a big pen. And you tell them those things are used together and ask them if they can figure out how. The fuck is a labyrinth? We should have a thing where after to force kids, whenever they watch something on streaming, after they're done watching, they have to go back in and rewind it for the next person. And if they don't, then the next person does actually start at the end and has to rewrite it themselves. Is there a service that implemented that? I doubt it. Make a browser extension for YouTube for it. Yeah. There's some youngins that don't know who Down Nuts is. Is that an American thing? Yeah, that guy's not known down here. No idea who that is. Apologies. Does that make me a young one? He's an actor. 81 damage, holy fuck. You feel young? Yeah. Enjoy. No idea how that is. Andy Griffith, my quick search did point that out. Whoever that is. Some character in some popular US sitcom apparently. Never have known his real name. I've said this before, whenever people are talking about a band, and they're talking about, oh, so-and-so is really good at the drums, but then when they replaced so-and-so with a new bassist so-and-so, I'm like, why do you know the names of people in a band? Who does that? Why would you know people's names in a band? Who gives a shit? Like, fucking okay, you're gonna listen to Iron Maiden. Why would I care what those people are named? They shouldn't even have names. They're Iron Maiden. There you go. That's it. Done. Black and white TV show that our parents watched. All right. My parents watched, when it comes to black and white shows, they watched Zorro. It was kind of fun to watch it with them. They enjoyed watching Alf. I fucking hated Alf. It was like the most unfunny thing to me, but they liked it for some reason. Do you guys remember that? I don't know why that's the kind of thing that like burrowed just itself into my brain. I didn't even like it that much, but I never forgot it. That show about this robot girl called Vicky, I think it was Wonder Vicky or something in English, the name. Dawn is Barney in the show. If you say so. She had like a metal panel in the back or the front where they would open and do maintenance on her. You watched that show. I don't remember liking it, but I do remember watching it a lot, so maybe I did like it. And I always remember of that other one that had a young kid. It was called Punky something, and it had a cartoon made after it as well. I know the name in Portuguese, it has like a subtitle and everything. I don't remember, I don't know the name in English. The one with a young girl or something. It was one of those that you had in the background. Wait, we were supposed to find the entrance in here. Here's this wall was broken. Yeah, it looks broken. Yeah, there we go. It's in here. New tile set. New enemies? Jesus. The Torturer. It spits Cheetos at me. This is an upgrade from popcorn. It's Cheetos. This escalated, yeah. Cheetos. It's taking a while to kill. Punky Brewster, thank you! Games on VHS, that's her full name. Here it was called something like, it's impossible to translate, it was something like Punky the really wicked child or something. It's very impossible to translate. They used like very slangish words because it was modern at the time. You watched it every episode years ago. Was it good? I don't remember. I remember that one even less than Vicky. Funky but loving. But it's not good, it just had nostalgia. I can respect that, yes. I've watched things that weren't good because of nostalgia. Stone of Fools obtained. What is that?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Abby.
Abby who?
Happy birthday to you.
That one's the man. It's a stone, I guess. Might get it with a few chuckles. Is it better than Elf? Do you like Elf? I'm trying to calibrate whatever serves as your sense of humor. Do you like Elf? Please yourself after the joke, I'm sorry to hear. You like Elf? Alright. So if I know if Zolfera says something is funny, it's absolute garbage. Same tier as Elf. Oh. That bad, huh? Man, I think I'd rather play Master System Elf than watch Elf. It has some moments. I mean, even Culprit's stream has some moments. Doesn't mean it's good. I like Monty Python more if that helps with the calibration. Monty Python, like... Okay, look, Monty Python is great. I freaking love it. My parents freaking loved Monty Python, and they really liked Elf. So you're telling me that your taste in comedy is very similar to what my parents' taste in comedy used to be. I wonder if me not liking Elf was because I was a kid, and for a kid it was dumb. But I think it's more fun for me to just assume it's garbage and everyone that likes it, it's just wrong. So, like, I'm not gonna give it a chance. It's more fun this way. Zolfer is my dad. I'm sorry to hear. Wait, we were supposed to get 2 of these. Is there one hidden behind it? But does it delete the other one because the enemy is too large to have a second one? The lore. Yeah, my parents liked Elf, but they did like Monty Python more. I'm so happy that I was like such a young kid and they would still let me watch something like Life of Brian. I'm sure some parents would not let their kids watch. Because there's like a dong on screen at some point. And because they laughed during crucifixion or some shit. It was very good for my formative years though. No, it did not cancel the other one. Do I need to heal? I do. Didn't see Life of Brian until you were 30. And the dong caught you off guard. It's very gratuitous. Yes. Dong. Hello, Brian! Are there any women in here? No, women here. That movie has, like, the movie itself is pretty decent in a lot of ways, but it does have the best scene in any comedy ever, like no contest, which is the biggest dickest scene. And that scene is so difficult to get anywhere close to because I'm sure you guys already know this. The actors were told. It was mostly improvised in some ways, and the actors were told they couldn't laugh. So when you see the guards trying to not laugh, that's actual actors doing their best to not laugh. And it just compounds the scene so fucking well. It's just phenomenal. They were really suffering through that. And right at the end, when he does the last joke, she's called incontinentia. Like, you can hear this guy behind the set just going off his rocker laughing. Like, it sounds weird on the microphone because he's off screen. It's so good, man. My friends did better than I had this desktop Python eyes are basically the best of Monty Python minigame 4 plus screensavers and instant machine messages. Yeah, I never had one of those. I was like very basic kid. I had the... What was it called? Johnny Castaway? Death Mask. What is a death mask? Does it show anywhere? Death Mask. No, it doesn't. Is it equipable? Freaking love the Johnny Castaway. I watched that for hours. Just... You can equip the death mask. Tell me what it does. Defensive gear data. There is no death mask on that item data. I don't think I want to put on a death mask if I don't know what it does. I'm not putting it on, chat. Maybe when I can save. Johnny Castaway, only rich kids had a computer and that screensaver. By the time I had that screensaver, it was like 1997. Does that like expiate my being rich thing? Because it was a Windows 3.1 thing, but I didn't have a computer back in those days. It was very outdated and old when I had it. Is that okay? I wasn't a rich kid. I also had Monty Python's Holy Grail game for PC as well. They want plenty of content. I've heard good things about that. I've never seen it. PS2 didn't get a computer until Windows 98, just when everyone with a computer was rich. Yeah, my first computer had Windows 95 in it. It was a Pentium 75. It was shortly after the dumb crap with like computer market reserve ended in my country. So that's when computers become accessible to the masses. It was like repackaged by a Brazilian company, so it was kind of a good deal. Came in a big ass cardboard box, computer monitor and everything else. That's where I got Zoopolis from. You guys remember me talking about that weird multimedia thing? Because multimedia was everything in those days. It has a CD-ROM, it has speakers. It was one of those monitors with the speakers built in. It had a huge degauss button that made it go like, ugh. You guys remember degaussing a monitor? Wait, what is going on? I don't have any mana. What happened to my mana? I have to go back. This is unsafe. Was my mana drained? I have to leave. It was satisfying for some reason. Of course it was. Technically it didn't make things look better. I'm gonna run away. I have to go to the hotel. Pronto. I know I have tablets, so I would prefer to save them if I can. I just might have to, like... Dispute talisman. I didn't go here, apparently. I can't equip the talismans, though. It's very weird. Yeah. That computer lasted me a very, very long time. I think CPUs might have been in the gigahertz era by the time I got a replacement. I think my next computer had an AMD Athlon, which like was what I had, but apparently I heard that it was garbage. Cannot confirm nor deny that. I should look into it, just check. But the guys are no longer here. Right, but this leads to the town where there is a hotel, right? So we don't have to go through the sewers. Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't know, did I run out of mana or did something delete it? Because I think it's the second. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm gonna save here. I didn't level up, so it's still gonna be 15. I'm gonna put a secondary save. We made very, very good progress today, I feel. But, I'm gonna stop the timer here. I didn't start the timer! Okay, amateur. This has been about 2 hours 50 minutes. So, this and this. There. I'm gonna stop the timer here. And we'll probably come to this game, back to this game tomorrow.